Okay. So we are
Ma'am,
learn. Yes.
ma'am, have you sent the link in the group? This music.
I have kept it in the chat actually. Yeah, I'll share it in the group also if you want.
Yeah, ma'am, please.
Yeah, I have shared it. Sorry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Okay, so today we will be doing for the forehead chakra, the third eye chakra. This is one chakra. So we have come through the animal chakras. We have come through the human chakra, and then we started with the divine chakras. Okay. Now, when we start with the divine chakra, it starts with the throat chakra. The next one is the third eye chakra. Third eye chakra is also called the Guru Sthana. So the Guru can take you till the third eye chakra. That is the end of how much the Guru can lead you. Okay. It is the place of Shakti. It is the place of illusion, of Maya. Whatever the world is around you, it is created from that place. That is what you see. That is what you build around you in the space that belongs to you. Uh, this particular chakra plays a very important role. So if it is blocked, there would be a lot of messes in your space, in your area, in the people around you, in the in the people you interact with, or whatever work you do. Everything which is related to the physical world comes from this place. Okay, so it is very important. Now, when I say it is the Shakti Sthan, why? The Guru Sthan and Shakti Sthan. Why am I using those particular words? I have not used it for any of the chakras, but for this specifically, I'm saying it because a Guru can lead you till you reach a place wherein the knowledge which you have learned through the Guru is converted into wisdom. Knowledge which comes to you is not just 2 into 2. You should know where to use that 2 into 2, how to use it, when to use it. If somebody asks you, give me the adjective for this sentence, you can't say 2 into 2. You should also know where to use it, how to use it, when to use it, and when not to use it, right? So that is wisdom. How you convert the knowledge into wisdom is what the teacher will teach you. But how you use that knowledge depends on your level of perception. It depends on your thinking. It depends on your understanding that knowledge, your understanding that particular experience, your understanding what it is that that knowledge means to you. Now, knowledge does not mean the same to everybody. We might think that the formula is the same, but it actually doesn't. It means different for different people. Okay, so Guru Sthan is the place where you start thinking, oh, this is the reason the Guru, taught me this. This is the reason Guru told me to do this, to not do this, to do it the particular way, to learn something from it. Whatever it is, this is what this particular place teaches you. Now, why did I call it the Shakti Sthan? There are only two chakras left, right? So one is the Shakti Sthan, one is the Shiva Sthan. Okay. Now, when I say Shakti and Shiva, I'm not talking about regular Indian gods. I'm talking about the energy, cosmic energy, and the cosmic energy that has been physically manifested. The universe which we see around us is the Shakti. It is the Maya, it is the illusion, it is the creation from our thoughts, from our emotions, what we think, what we feel, how we react to certain situations. All these things create the space around you. So when you close your eyes, all this thing disappears, right? You just close your eyes and check, and there's no world around you. It is open only as long as your senses are towards the outside. When you bring the senses towards yourself into the inside, that is when you start to understand the inner soul meaning. That is when you start loving yourself. That is when you start understanding yourself. That is when you understand the power which you have in this body. When I say which you have in this body, I'm talking about you as a soul and the body as a physical body. You as a soul has used this body to physically manifest into this world so that you can learn some experiences. See, a spirit cannot learn anything because it cannot interact with anything. On a physical body is required. Water can be contained only if it is in a container, right? Only then you can drink it. If the water is gradually flowing, it is flowing, you can't just put your head in it and you can't drink it, right? You have to use something, some container you have to use. Similarly, any spirit, any soul, it needs a container, which is our physical body, in order to gain some experience, some wisdom, learn some lesson, go closer to the divine cosmic energy, to understand what it is that makes this physical world so appealing to all the souls, right? So now when I say that this is a Shakti Sthan, I mean to say that this is the place of manifestation. This is the place where you create your world. This is the place your intuition, your creativity, your inspiration, everything is at the peak. Okay. When I call this the Shiv Sthan, Shiv means the cosmic energy. That's it. I'm talking about pure cosmic energy. You don't need to give it a name also, but if you have to give it a name, let's call it Shiv. Okay, so that is the energy where to which only the Shakti can take you. Guru cannot take you. Nobody can take you actually. So once you surrender to this Shakti, once you surrender to your intuition, once you start understanding that the world around you is your creation, what happens? You lose interest in it. You're no longer interested. No, nobody is, if you know the trick to making something, let's say making a pizza, 10 times will make it, 20 times will make it, and then you're like, no more pizza. I will learn to make pasta, right? Similarly, when you know that you can create your own world and you start creating it in the way you want, you lose interest in it. That is when detachment occurs. And when the detachment occurs, you move your senses towards inside. You want to know what it is inside that made you create that. What is that power inside you which is manifesting all that you desire? What is that power inside you which gives you this crazy confidence that whatever I want will happen? When you move inside, you start understanding yourself. Your physical body disappears slowly. It'll do its tasks, automatically it'll do its tasks. All the organs will work, all the senses will work. But when something happens, you observe it and you let go. Like, let's say your back hurts. Then we will just think, acha, the back is hurting. You don't say my back is hurting. There will be a detachment between the soul and the body. And when there is a detachment between the soul and the body, that is when Shakti will hold you in her hands and take you till the crown. Okay, but that happens for extremely few people. I would say Buddha, Shankaracharya, very few people went through that. Okay, but there's a trick. Okay, there's a catch. I would say, not a trick. There's a catch there, because this is the place of Shakti. What is Shakti? Universe, illusion, Maya, right? So she will also put you under illusion of thinking that you have reached the highest stage. You have become godlike. You are equal to God. There's nothing you cannot do. And she puts you under a blanket of ego, which you don't even know that it is ego. You will start thinking that I don't have ego. You'll start thinking that I have reached a stage where I can tell people that they're wrong. Only the path I follow is right. And you can start telling people that, I have been chosen. I can do a lot of miracles, because you can, right? You can do the miracles. But many people stay at this level. It's what would I say? It is ultimate surrender in order to reach the higher chakra. And nobody wants to leave control, even though we think that we leave control, even though we say that, we are just little kids following the divine mother. We are just following the divine mother wherever she leads us. Still we are like that little kid. If, let's say, a toy is broken, the kid takes it to the mom and asks her to fix it, right? So she'll be fixing it, and every 2 minutes the child will go and ask, did you fix it? Did you fix it? See, the child has 100% confidence that the mother will fix it, mother or father. And yet there is that little doubt, there is that little curiosity, there's that little, what do you say, impatience. They want things fast. So every 20 minutes, or every in 20 minutes is a long time, let's say every 2 minutes the kid will ask, is it done? Will it work? Have you done it? So even this is like that. Even though we reach this stage, we still ask her that, have I reached it? Have I reached a position where I can create my universe? And you doubt yourself. You doubt that, is it really true? Can I really do it? And when you doubt yourself, you send that that thought to the universe, and it stops. So it's a constant up and down, till you surrender completely to the divine, wherein you believe that it'll just happen, whatever it might be, it'll just happen. You do what you're supposed to do, and then you leave the rest to her. That is the ultimate surrender, right? Which doesn't come to all of us. It takes a lot of practice, lot of births, lot of births in order to reach the stage wherein you want to leave the illusion of the world completely behind you, right? Even as a healer, even though I do things, I still love the physical world. I love to go shopping. I love to meet up with friends. I love to have parties, all these things. So I know at some level, I know that, it is all an illusion. It's an illusion I am creating. And it's an illusion that is coming out of my mind. But still, it is not that easy to let go, right? So third eye chakra is about clarity. It's like clarity of thought. You know what you want. You know what it is that you are looking into. You know what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done. Or if you move beyond the good and bad, you know that, like I just said, you know that all this is an illusion. It doesn't last. Nothing is tangible. Uh, you are basically looking for something which is indestructible, which has no start, no end, which has no good, no bad. It just is. The existence just is. So you're looking for that particular something. But even when you're looking at that particular something, uh still the illusion will pull you back into the physical world, because you're able to see it, right? Like, I can see a computer in front of me. I can see the webcam that I'm talking into. I can imagine you all, all these things. So That is the reason once you come to forehead chakra and you unblock it, you go more and more into meditation, because you pull the sense organs inside you. It is towards the inside. It's not towards the outside anymore. So you start uh, drifting away from friends. You start drifting away from the physical world. You are more into yourself. You are more for yourself. And what do you say? You're constantly searching. You're constantly searching for that intangible something, whatever it is, that could be you, that could be inside you. What is it that is digesting your food? What is it that is keeping your organs where they're supposed to? What is it that helping you breathe? What is it that makes you dream? What is it that makes you fear? What is it that affects your emotions, your thoughts, your actions? All these things, you start thinking, what, and then you start saying, not this, not this, not this, not this. As you keep saying, not this, not this, not this, not this, you will reach to a place where this is, that is the I am. That is the only thing which is existing right now. Okay, so it gives you clarity, it gives you insight, it gives you intuition, because no, Rudra, this is the forehead chakra. This is for the third eye chakra. It's for everybody. Okay, intuition. So why does your intuition increase? Because you are able to see the world through a different eye, through a different perception. You're not just seeing what you can see in front of you. You're seeing inside that person. You are able to catch the sorry, you're able to catch the body language. You're able to catch little nuances, like, if they're lying, they look to the side, or if they're not speaking the truth, they look down, or many body language things. Nobody has to teach you. You don't have to read any book. As your chakra unblocks, the intuition will come to you. You will understand that, you will start sensing vibes also. If you don't have to go to a certain place, your body will tell you, don't go, right? It'll give you that gut feeling that, don't go, it's not good for you, don't start it, don't do it. That's intuition. You get inner wisdom, wherein, what is inner wisdom? Inner wisdom is about understanding that whatever you see in the external world might not be you. It could be just a fear. Let's say a very, very simple example I'll give. Let's take Mumbai Mafia. Okay. There are so many movies about it, that it starts making it real for you. You start thinking that if it is Mumbai, then it's Mafia. Okay. They become interchangeable nouns for you. Okay. You start thinking that, Mumbai, you have Mafia. So let's say you're going from Hyderabad to Mumbai, your child got into a university in Mumbai. The first thing you will say is, no, not Mumbai, there's Mafia. But if you ask Mumbaiites who are born over there, who have lived there for, like, say 40, 50, 60, 80 years, through generations, if you ask them, we heard Mumbai is Mafia, they're like, what Mafia? There's no Mafia over here. You find pious religious people. You find Jains who who do a lot of pujas. You find a lot of people going to Mahalakshmi temple, Ganpati temple. Very religious people. Maharashtrians are actually very, very religious people. They're traditional, they're religious. Even Gujaratis, most of the people over there are actually very religious. But what you see is what you'll manifest. So what will happen? Let's say somebody goes over there, and they end up in a mafia case. It's very rare, very rare. But what happens is it will happen because you manifested it since so many years, right? So you create your own reality. So the inner wisdom is what will tell you that it doesn't exist. If you think it exists, it will exist. If you think it doesn't exist, it does not exist. So create your own world, create your own safe world, a world of happiness, world of peace. Okay. Imagination, it will increase your imagination, because instead of imagining, let's say you're living in a place of drought. Okay. When you have that inner wisdom, when you have an unblocked third eye chakra, what happens is you can even grow cacti over there. Your imagination, your creativity will increase. You will start thinking that, okay, let's bring some greenery into the house. It can be anything, you know. So your imagination increases to the level that again you start making your space happier, your space more attractive to you, your space which brings you happiness, right? Okay, it also helps you to live in the present. Why present? Because the future, the past, whatever has happened in the past is gone. It's done. You can't do anything about it. That is the reason people are scared of Ma Kali. Okay, they say that she's the fierce form of mother and everything, but basically Ma Kali represents time. The reason people are scared of it is they know that they can't go back. Whatever you have done is done. Whatever decision you have made at that time, whatever you have done at that time was what you felt was the best at that time. If a child lies after 20 years, he might think that, I lied during that time. I shouldn't have. I should have done something else. I shouldn't have lied. Or if they do something, if you hurt somebody in the past, there's always time in the present moment to call them up and say you're sorry. Right? So when you live in the past, what happens is your present is going away. It's going away. You like 2 minutes back is past for me. 3 minutes back is past for me. I can't go back. I can't say that, okay, I'll go back and I'll set everything right. You can't do it. Whatever has happened has happened. You have to let go of it. Only then you can move forward into the future by creating your future. If your past holds you back, then you're not living in the present, you're living in the past. When you're living in the past, you can only create the present, which is unhappiness. But if you're living in the present, you can create future, which is whatever you want. It could be happiness, it could be positivity, it could be anything. Right? Then what else? Openness. You are more open. You don't judge people. You think that everybody's destiny is their own. There was a recent discussion in FB, which I found very interesting, even though it annoyed me. It was about this bunch of people complaining about fasting. Okay, many people do fasting for Ekadashi, for Kartik Mas or Amavasya. Most Indians are into fasting. They do on Mondays, they do on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. Many of us do it. Now they were saying that how is it fasting if you are eating fruits, or if you are eating talipeet, or if you are eating sabudana, or whatever it is. What I don't understand is, who are you to judge? You want to starve your body by drinking only water, do it. Right? But they were actually getting violent. They were like, what kind of fasting is this? Why are you doing this? And all that. To each his own. Fasting is a tradition which is done by Small children till, till they pass away. My grandmother used to do it till her 80s or something. So there could be diabetics, there could be people with high blood pressure, with cholesterol, with thyroid, who are not supposed to stay empty with empty stomach. It might affect them adversely. So when that happens, if they eat something, who are you to judge? It is, you start coming to a stage where you don't judge anybody or anything. Whatever anybody does, you want to do, you do now. It's okay. It's your destiny which is making you do something. It is my destiny to just sit and observe. If you ask for my advice, I will ask you, what is it that you want? You know, so that kind of openness will come to you when your intuition is very high, when you understand that the other person only wants to talk to you, they don't want your suggestion, right? So this kind of openness will come slowly as your forehead chakra opens up. Slowly you start being open to everybody, everything, whatever happens, let it happen. It doesn't matter. People ask me, do I have to stop non-vegetarian when I go in the spiritual path? I'm like, if you go in the spiritual path, you will want to stop it at one stage, right? Till then, why do you want to force your body to do anything? Don't force your body, don't force your mind. Let things flow, let them be very gentle. Okay. Then what else? You have foresight. Like I said, you have intuition. That intuition is what will give you foresight. You will think that this might happen. It is not like, what if this happens? You will know that it will happen. That is when you pull back. You learn to pull back and you learn to create your boundaries. Okay. You have perception. Uh, Perception as in not your truth, not just your truth. You learn to be open to others' truth also. Whatever they are thinking, whatever they are saying, we are like, oh, okay, it's your truth. Believe it. You don't want to push your truth onto everybody. That's what we do now. As humans, what do? Whatever we think is correct, we try to push on to people. We try to say that no, do this only. This is good. That is bad. So you learn to be more uh, casual about it. You don't care what is good, what is bad. You know that your truth works for you. So you keep it for yourself, not for anybody else. And this is the only chakra which, when unblocked, gives the alignment between I, is I as in the soul inside me, the inner part of me, and the divine consciousness. Like I said, unless you let go of the illusion of the Maya, of the attachment with this physical world, you will not be able to reach the consciousness, which is the crown chakra. The Shiva and Shakti can blend only when the physical world is kept aside. If you think of Shiva and Shakti in form of a male, a form of a female, one sitting in other's lap, holding 3 children. Okay, 2 children they have, as far as I know, 2 children, and all the, what do you say? Uh, the lion, the snake, all these things. Everything is physical. Think of what they represent and let go. A lion represents extreme concentration. It represents focus. If a lion has to chase its prey, 100% it will give that focus. It will not think of anything else. It will observe. It will, go around the prey and, focus, concentrate, then pounce on it. That's what a lion represents. And extreme courage. It doesn't think of anything else. You want to do it, you will do it. That's what a lion represents. A snake. A snake, actually, the snake around Shiva's neck is not just a snake, it's only a cobra. Okay, first thing you have to know, it's not any random snake. Okay, it's a cobra. Why a cobra? Because cobra is the only snake which opens its, what do you call it? Its head, its crown, I think it's called its head, when it is completely still. Only then it will, like, open up, and you can, it will be like completely still. There's no movement. So this shows extreme focus on one particular thing. That is what a cobra around a Shiva represents. You want to be one with the divine consciousness. That is what you need to have. Your mind will open up only with that extreme concentration, that extreme focus. So it is not just a snake. He goes, keeps around his neck and goes around. No, it represents that, right? So everything that is represented needs to align with you, inside you. You need to be focused, you need to concentrate, you need to be able to meditate, you need to stay on the path. You need to stay extremely focused on whatever you want to do. If you want to meet with the Shiva, then you have to focus only on that, not the physical world. Keep the physical world aside. But if you want intuition, if you want power, if you want to create a world you want, stay here. Stay here. It's okay. There's nothing wrong, actually. You can take more number of births to go up. There's absolutely nothing wrong. But you need to know the connection. You need to know what this place represents, because it is so powerful. Right? You need to know why you need to unblock this. Not just for the power. You need to unblock it for your own intuition, for your own survival. So people don't take advantage of you. Right? So what else? So when you get this I and consciousness together, you will get the detached attachment. You do your duties, you do your responsibility. Like, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a daughter-in-law, I'm a neighbor, I'm a friend, I'm an aunt. So many functions I have. I do everything with detachment. Everything I do. I'm very close to my nephew, niece, my son, my entire family, my mother-in-law. I'm very close to them. I do everything with love, but I'm not attached to the result. So you start creating that detached attachment slowly. It takes a number of years. It's been like 13, 14 years for me, and I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it, because it's not easy getting rid of the physical world, what you are used to, where you grew up in, what you learned, your preconditionings, your pre-programmings. It's not easy to let go of all those. So this is represented by purple color. Why purple? Because it is a very majestic and deep color. Okay, it's a color which takes a lot of time to fade. Like, if it is, let's say, red color, you add some white into it, and very easily you can make it pink. But when it is purple, it is represented by this purple, indigo, very, very strong colors, because it is very hard to dilute that color. You can dilute it, but I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's hard. It's hard to dilute that color, and it's a very majestic, royal color. Purple is a very royal color. Okay, then the mantra for both third eye chakra and the crown chakra is Om, because it is the universal cosmic sound. Like I said, nobody else can help you with these two chakras. Only the divine consciousness can help you. So the only mantra for these two is Om. You keep chanting that, chanting that, chanting that. And see, when you chant Om, you can actually sense it in this portion, right? And if you chant it wrong, you'll get a headache. right? Because it actually reverberates in these two places quite a lot. Okay, so there is a mudra for this. Second finger, okay, like this, and your thumb down. This is called Kaleshwar Mudra. It represents yourself, the I, and the divine consciousness meeting at the forehead. So this is the second finger you use, okay? First, second finger you use, and the rest of it you tightly hold together. So when you are doing the Om mantra, try to use this mudra. It's a very good mudra and it works wonderfully. Okay, so keep it near your heart or near your stomach and just hold it like this and chant the Om. Okay, if you cannot do it, you can do it without the mudra also, it is fine. But mudras usually help you focus more, they'll help you focus really well while you're chanting. So mantra plus mudra always works wonders. Okay, so try it. Like I said, it's the second finger. Join these fingers together, this one and this. Okay, this represents you, the Jivatma. This represents the consciousness, the Paramatma. And this is the one in between the physical world which we need to let go in order to join this with this. Okay, the solfeggio for this is 852 hertz. Like I said, I'll be sharing everything after the crown chakra is done. I'll share all the frequency musics. I would really suggest not to use this music too much before you do the from the root chakra till your throat chakra. Please don't use this because it might give you headaches. It might give you heaviness. It might feel like a fog inside your head, which doesn't clear. There are different things that might go through when you use these frequencies. Okay, so please clear all the rest of your chakras first before you do with this frequency. Okay, now this could be overactive or underactive. Okay, so when this is overactive, you will have insomnia, no sleep. You start imagining. You'll have nightmares, delusions, hallucinations, whatnot you will have when it is overactive. You start thinking too much, overthinking, your every thought will have 100 tangents. You will always live in the fear of what if. That is if it is overactive. Okay. You will get tension, headaches, migraines. Why? No sleep. No sleep plus all those tangents, it doesn't stop. Like, you'll keep thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. You will go into past, you will go into future, you will not stay in the present, and you start thinking about why me, why is this happening to me? And then you start blaming God. You start saying that God doesn't like me, so he's doing this to me. Or you will blame God by saying that God wants to punish me. Nobody wants to punish you guys. Nobody cares. Okay, the first thing is nobody cares. There is no particular entity which thinks, "Arey, let me take fun by troubling this guy." There's nothing like that. It's all you, inside you, within you. Okay, so when this is overactive, all these things will happen. Okay, especially delusions. You start thinking you're God man. You start thinking you can listen to God's messages, or God is telling you to do this. God is telling you to go build a gold temple. God is telling you to give him a diamond crown. Right? So it's all delusions. It is like electricity saying that just electricity. I'm not talking about a bulb or a fan or anything. It's just like electricity saying that I want a beautiful what do you say, light. I want a beautiful chandelier. Electricity will not say anything. It's your head which thinks that that electricity has to flow through the chandelier so that it looks beautiful. Electricity as such will not say anything. It will flow through whatever you want it to flow. Even a little 0 watt bulb, it will flow through happily. It has no, okay, I wouldn't say happily. There's no happiness, there's no sadness. It just flows. So when you want to create something, don't say that it is the electricity that wants it. Don't say the divine consciousness wants me to do this. No, it is you. It is you who wants to show off to the world that you have enough money to build something. Or it is you who wants to show the world that, you have enough money to, what do you say, gift God a gold sari or whatever it is, or give donation, or, feed 100 people, right? It is you. You're doing it only for yourself, nobody else, especially not God. Okay. Now, this is when it is overactive. When it is underactive, it'll definitely be the complete opposite, right? But what happens is, it is the third eye chakra, right? It will affect your eyes, ears. Okay, you'll have impaired vision. You can't see properly. It will go off and on, off and on, off and on. It will go off. Impaired vision. Okay, you will have poor memory because everything you store over here now, and it's not working. So you'll have very poor memory. It will not allow you to remember a number of things. Okay, then you will have difficulty guiding the mind's eye. You will not have intuition. You will, if you want to buy a washing machine, you will ask 10 people, and sadly you will end up buying something which will die in an year, which will not work properly. And then you will blame one of those 10 people who suggested you that particular model, because you can't make decisions by yourself. You can't guide your mind's eye. You can't sense vibes. You can't sense what the other person is trying to tell you. If the other person is trying to hurt you, you will not be able to sense that. Okay. Then you will have fixation without being open to the bigger picture. Again, I'm not talking against any religion. Okay. But this is the religion I know. So I will tell from the Hinduism point of view. Okay. We have a few people who say that you have to light the diya before the sun rises, especially during Kartik Mass. You have to light the diya before the sun rises, and you have to take bath with the water from the well. Okay, it's a fixation. Now, the reason behind it, see, I come from a family wherein everybody wants reasons. They want to know why. There's a set of people in my family who want to know why for everything. My mom is one of them. So what she said is, Kartik Maas is the time where sun rises a bit late. The nights grow longer because that is the time where the winter starts. The nights grow longer, and initially people used to get up very early, because whether the night is long or short or whatever it is, they have to go to the fields by 6, 7, not even 7. 7 is too late. They used to leave around 5:45, 6 o'clock. They used to leave. Okay. So the reason the diya has to be lit is because there was no electricity during that time. Also, why the water from the well? I don't know if you all know this, but the water in a well is usually warmer than the water which is outside during winters. The temperature, there's a significant difference in the temperatures between the water outside and the water inside the well. Nobody knows the reason, but that is how it is. So they used to say that the water inside the well has to be used to take bath. Okay. Now, during this time, 2022, people will tell you, you have to take bath from water from a well. Where will I get a well from? Right. And then they look at you sadly because you don't have a well in your house. right? So fixation with something, I would say insignificant, unimportant, happens when your third eye chakra is blocked. You are fixated on little things, you know. You don't look at the bigger picture. You don't think of the future. You're like, now presently, I want all my dresses to be ironed always. Whether there is power, whether there is no power, I want my dresses ironed. Otherwise, I can't wear them. So you fixate on little things. Okay. So this is one characteristic of an underactive third eye chakra. Okay. So now we'll start with the affirmations. Please close your eyes, everybody. Okay. We will have more affirmations today because it's about, connected with you and the universe. So more affirmations today. Close your eyes 3 times, breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. As you breathe in, take in the positivity around you, and as you breathe out, release. Just relax your body. Whatever does not belong to you, release. Now just listen to the affirmations. I see and think clearly. I am mentally strong, open, and clear. I am mentally healthy and resilient. I trust my inner self to know the way. I trust my intuition to guide me towards the right decisions. My mind is free of resistance and open to possibilities. I am intuitive, insightful, and imaginative. I am observant, thoughtful, and perceptive. I possess a brilliant, bold, and creative imagination. All that I seek and want exists only within me. My inner self has all the answers. I honor my intuition. I am aligned with my limitless imagination. I am aligned with my highest and greatest self. I am faith. I am belief. I am one with the divine. I feel. I act. I sense. I see. I embrace wisdom. I'm connected to the higher power. I'm connected to my inner guidance. I'm connected to the universal wisdom. I am the source of my truth. I move effortlessly towards my purpose. I observe my life. I can manifest my vision. I create my own truth. I create my own world. I create my own destiny. I am an open and clear channel to the universal guidance. I am the source. I am an extension of the universe. I am the divine. I am connected and can tap into my higher self anytime. I am aligned with the universe. I am a magnet for miracles. I am in tune with the universe. I let go of my fears, my blocks, and always ready to realign. I learn through pure, unadulterated love. I am powerful. I am strong. I am the creator of my destiny. I love and accept myself. I feel love and live in peace. I am, I am, I am. Take a few moments. Just connect with your inner self. Gently breathe in. Now slowly open your eyes. So if you have any questions, let's go with that now.